Hello, namaste, very good evening, and welcome to another video. So, in this video, I'm going to talk to you about a little bit about Lassie, the shelter area. I just woke up from a nap, so I'm kind of like still foggy in the head. Pardon me for that. Okay. So, when you are in portrait mode, and by the way, I also got into the group and I said that what the heck, man, let's shift to portrait mode on my main account as well. So, one of my very good friend in the game, Jasper, he asked me, Santa, shift. I said, okay, let's Jasper, let's go. All right, so here I am in the portrait mode, and yesterday as well, I observed this that in the portrait mode there is a lot of area surrounding our shelter, and all of this area is in a fog. Now this gave me a very wild thought that what if just just think, what if the game developers have something in mind and they want to get some other modes in the game. So let's quickly explore this hypothetical thought. I'm not saying there is a new game mode that is gonna be launched. I'm not saying that the game developers will do. If in case that does, then you know whom to give credits for. Okay, let's begin with the road. At the beginning stages, when you start the game, when you start the game in the beginning days, again sleepiness on my head. I need another garam chai to wake up. Okay. So the first thing you see is the road where Sheriff William, he runs all through the road. You have like one huge a zombie. I can say no, not tyrant, but Fury Lord. Fury Lord is like fighting over here, and then he throws a bus. William, Katrina, Vivian, they all fight with him, and then he enters the shelter. So this is where your story begins. Okay, so I can understand that this particular area of the road, it is. I don't think anything can be done over there, but in this particular area, a complete open, and then a ruined building right over here, a ruined building, and then one more, couple more of ruined buildings. But if you closely look at it, this particular building kind of looks like a mansion sort of building, a tiny, not mansion, but like tiny one. And then you have another shelter which looks like a small, either a transport shed, not shed actually, the garage. And right next to it you have some abandoned buildings again, like looks like an apartment building, and then a small office building, another small office building. Right next to them you have couple more shelters. So if you have followed this TV series which is called as Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead, in couple of those episodes you will come across couple of these buildings, and that's where one of the thought arose in my head. And these two buildings actually, it reminds me of those buildings. So the survivors in Fear the Walking Dead, they actually take shelter in the other building. And the next building, I mean, there is no next building, if I remember correctly. There is only one single building which is surrounded by like huge walls and all, just like how we have walls over here. But not, the walls over here are not that huge compared to that one which I'm referring to. Again, you have to watch a video in order to understand that. So moving on, and then you have like a restaurant kind of restaurant or a takeaway kind of, no, that's an Exxon shop. Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. You have another garage sort of building, and next to it you have like a shed shack kind of thing, another shed shack kind of thing, another mansion. You have couple of trees, open areas, and then an entry area. Now this is where my mind kind of started going wild. What if? What if really we start getting another mode and you see another entry point? Okay, I'm saying an entry point because I'll again take you back to the road, because this is where everything began, right? If you remember, behind this area you have all those hospitals where Miranda gets rescued, and then they run forward, come over here. So there is actually an entry over here, and if let's say, if not entry, if this is an exit, if it is an exit, again a big if, what if this area gets filled up? What if? Okay, I'll leave that wild thought in your head. Then you see the street lamps, and then there are like the traffic lamps, etc. More trees, more open areas, and anyone who played already zombie shooter kind of games, they all know that whenever you see an open area, it's like combat ready, buddy. Let's go. Okay. So then you have another building. Again, this is a motel, which is not yet occupied. So what I wildly think is like all this can be used. I don't really know when exactly. Maybe in the next seasons. I don't know whether the in shelter layout would change or not. Okay, and if we zoom out, you see couple more of the same kind of building that I spoken about, like the Walking Dead series, and then the traffic lamp, the lamps, the street lamps. Again, couple more buildings which are resembling to the western quadrant of the shelter. But over here, I see couple of furnaces, and that kind of again gave me some wild thought, like what if this entire area it can be used for some purposes. Okay, same is the case with over here as well. Again, you have some furnaces, kind of like a smelting plant. Okay, you have a smelting plant inside your shelter, right? These are the tiny ones, but when you upgrade, you will actually see that the furnaces kind of like stick out, something like this. But I don't think it would be like this huge kind of furnaces within your shelter. At the same point of time, why not? When we are talking about hypothetical sort of situations, so let's go ahead and be wild about our thoughts. So the next thing is like again a bus shelter sort of thing, or maybe that's like a caravan. I really can't see because of all the fog. Bus or shelter kind of thing. And if you remember right in the beginning stages, you have to actually clear all of these areas, right? So all these areas were actually filled up with some of these debris, or kind of like abandoned buildings, etc., etc., etc. So this is a thought which I got. I want you guys to let me know in the comment section, Kina, if this happens, how exactly we can get a new mode in the game. Maybe, I don't know. I really don't know. But the thing is, looking at all this debris that is surrounding around the shelter, around the walls and all, I really felt like let's get this done. Okay, so let's make the comment section as a discussion forum, and we can have a lot of challenging thoughts to each other, and then we can talk about it. I already get like a lot of comments. Thank you so much. First of all, thank you so much for writing those lovely lovely comments on my videos. You guys throw some certain questions that actually make me think about it, that am I really the person who actually know the entirety of the game, or do I only know like not even 0.01 percentage? So the questions, the more the questions, the more the comments, the more the chatter, the more the discussions and more ideas. So it's like, I won't say it's like a loop, wherein it's like a progression towards a very different level, I would say. So keep the comments flowing. Let's discuss about this particular topic. It's not like a tip and trick, but I got this wild idea yesterday, and thanks to Logan from RDR, who actually added a little more, saying that Santa, you should actually make a really good video and add some more of your thoughts. Whatever you're thinking, add some more thoughts. So credits goes to Logan for this particular video idea. If you guys as well would like to suggest me any ideas, please suggest me so that I'll go ahead and make videos about it. One of my viewer, he actually saw that I was stockpiling on the radar missions for tomorrow's event. You all know, right? Alliance Duel events tomorrow. We have to complete the radar. So from that, one of these guys saw, and he mentioned that Santa, it's possible that after the upgrade, you may not receive all the, you may not be able to claim all the radar events as you might so far. So that's the thing, that's the next video for tomorrow. And I don't want to cross a lot of time. I see that the timer is already at 9 minutes, so this is the point where I say that guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for your like and share. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that we reach the next milestone very soon. Kindly share my channel with your friends. At the same point of time, please consider donating a little bit money to my account, which is in the comment section as well as in the description, so that I can purchase a new PC. Thank you so much for your lovely support. Let's the comments flow. We will have a discussion. Santa signing out for now. You guys have a nice time. Chalo, see ya. Thank you.